everybody, welcome back to Sew and If I Sew, or welcome if you're new. My name's Jess and this is my channel all about sewing, dressmaking and all things stitch related. And today we're going to do a little bit of stealth sewing. So this project is part of the Simple Saturday Sew series, and you will, God that's hard to say, and you will be seeing this on a Saturday. However, unlike the other videos, I'm not going to be sewing this in one day on a Saturday for a very good reason. Because it is Adam's birthday present, it was his birthday, by the time you watch this video, it will have been his birthday 2 days ago. And therefore I need to sew it while he is at the house. So it fits the parameters, you'll find out in a minute what it is, but this project fits the parameters of a Simple Saturday Sew. It's simple. I could do it in a day. The techniques are things I already know how to do, and as a garment it's not immensely frustrating or technical. I am making him, this is the first thing I've ever made him, I'm so nervous, but I'm making him the Jackson pullover from Helen's Closet. There is the label, and I've got it printed in A0. And Adam, the thing is, he knows what I'm making him because I've had to stop him buying basically this a couple of times, so I had to give reasoning because he was getting a bit offended. So I was like, no, it's because I'm making it for you. So I am using this big, lovely, chunky sweatshirting from the rag shop. It's a little thinner than my red sweatshirting, but it's still like a nice cozy texture. It's a lovely navy, fluffy inside. So it is, yeah, actually I thought it was going to be thicker, but it doesn't really matter. It's going to be like a nice sort of lightweight, cozy jumper, fluffy on the inside, and I've got some matching navy ribbing to do the cuff and the neckline. And I'm also going to be using one of the fun features of my computerised sewing machine I've got on loan, which is it does embroidery. And it does actual letters. So what I'm obviously going to practice it, but I'm going to embroider his initials just like there underneath the cuff, and I'll do it in a semi-contrast thread. So you won't see it unless you're looking, oh sorry, hiccup. You won't see it unless you're looking for it, but it's just something there, you know, it's cute. And I'll put a label in it as well. So I'm very, very nervous because, as I said, I've never made him anything. Part of the reason I've never made him anything is because he's never out of the house. In terms of when I'm in it, because I like to spend time with him, so I don't have very much time to sew for him. And secondly, up until now I haven't really trusted my abilities enough to make him something, or trusted my ego, because I don't want to get upset if he doesn't like it. I don't want him to not like it. I don't want to have wasted loads of fabric and it not fit him. You know, it's all the reasons I don't sew for people times by about 10, because I adore this man and I don't want to make him something he hates. However, having had to accidentally tell him what I'm making him, he does want it, so that's good. That's a win. So I've worked from home today and he's worked from London. So I've got an hour until he comes home. So what I'm going to do is get this cut out and put into a bag so we can't see it, because I need to do that bit in the living room. And then we might even try and get the bare bones of it together. I have got a matching navy thread, which is over here. And that is Gutermann 310, and it does actually match like perfectly, which is great. Again, I think it's my superpower buying matching thread when I'm not near the fabric. Like, I don't know why, I always manage it, and it always goes weirdly well. So fingers crossed that that streak doesn't break. So this is the thread I'll be using, and I will be cutting out a size 14. So the sizing of this I found a little bit weird, because obviously men's is normally done small, medium, large, XL, you know, that sort of thing. But this is a unisex pattern, which is quite nice. So it's quite a boxy shape, and it goes from like a US 0 up to a US 16. I think there is another size expansion one, but Adam fits into the 14 in this because he's got quite a broad chest. Even though his other measurements really don't fit the 14, I think it's important that he's got enough room to move. Like, it's really across the chest here and that sort of arm movement. I want to make sure he's got enough. So he is like a 40, and there's like 4 inches of ease in the finished garment, so that should be absolutely fine. I think that'll work. Hopefully he loves it. I'm so nervous, and hopefully I can persuade him to come on camera wearing it at the end of this video. I hope so. So this will be our sew along, one of our sew alongs for this month, because I'm determined to get one more in. and yeah, we're gonna do some stealth sewing. So yeah, it may be a little bit more chaotic than usual. It won't be done in one day, but it is gonna be done in like some short sessions where he's basically not looking. So without further ado, I have now got just under an hour. Let's get going. Hello, so, oh god, I nearly just hipped my laptop completely off a stool. That would have been really bad. So, I have cut it out, the pattern. I now need to hide it before he comes home, because just because he knows what he's getting doesn't mean he should see all the stages or know that I'm working on it. I want it to be a delightful surprise. So I'm going to go hide that now, because he literally will be home in like minutes. And then I will join you guys a little bit later on to start sewing it up. But I am cautiously optimistic. I need to cut out the ribbing as well, by the way, but I'll do that in the office because I can do that with the cutting board on the desk. There's enough space and I can do that in a closed space. So I better hide this, but I will see you guys a little later on. So our neckband has gone on and our top stitching is done. If you would like, I didn't do any instructions or kind of talk through this because I've just done this in quite a recent video. So what I've done is I've linked my Myland sweatshirt, which I'm wearing right now, the sew along for down below, which talks more about how to actually put in a neckband, how to work with ribbing, that sort of stuff. But I'm quite happy with that, it's not bad. I'm sad this fabric isn't as chunky as mine. I thought it was going to be more similar to the weight of mine, but I think he'll like it. I think it's still very cosy and very soft. And can we just appreciate my top stitching? I am getting so much better at this and that makes me very happy. So I believe the next step is to pop the sleeves in. I've just realised I've slightly gone off my top stitching line on the very front. I'll fix that at the end. So yeah, the next stage is to pop our sleeves in flat, and then we'll do our side seam. And then I think they're all fairly similar jumper patterns, to be honest. So I have a feeling it's sleeves in, side seams, and then cuffs. Again, same as these ones, a little smaller. And then waistband on. I had a bit of a row with my overlocker yesterday, because I cannot get the stitch tension to work. I don't know why, it hates this fabric, I don't know. I've tried absolutely everything. So I'm trying to finish the seams in different ways on this. I might cover stitch them. Sorry, not cover, what am I talking about? Over edge stitch, there we go. I might do that instead, because that's at least something, it'll be neat. But it won't do, like, if I show you, because I did it with white thread to see what was going on. This is as good as I could get it yesterday, and it is just, my overlocker is just very unhappy. And yeah, looking at it, I can see what the problem is in terms of my lower loop. This is the back of my fabric. My lower loop is pulling all the way over to the front, which isn't ideal, and my front is just sort of, there's just no distance in the stitch at all, and I have no idea what's causing it. This is genuinely, this is better than a lot of what I had yesterday. I went through a lot of fabric scraps yesterday trying to get the stitch right. I may have another go today, I may not, I'll see how I feel. But my priority is getting this jumper done in a good headspace so that it's a lovely garment for Adam and he loves it, rather than messing it up because I got frustrated with my overlocker. And at the end of the day, jersey doesn't fray, so it's, you know, it's not a huge issue, and I'm very chuffed with it so far. So let's pop our sleeves in and then we'll do our side seam. So we are so nearly there. I've just done the side seams. Sorry. A little update for you guys. Came off antibiotics and steroids. I finished my course and then immediately got a lot worse again, which is very frustrating. So I'm on some much stronger antibiotics now, some second line ones, and some more steroids for a week, 10 days, something like that. It's a week and then I tail off because I've been on them for a while. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit rough. However, I am waking up early, partly due to steroid insomnia, but I'm trying to use the time before I start work, or before I, you know, today I've got my master's lectures from home as well as work. So I tried to use some time to do some sewing, and we're doing well. So this is inside out, obviously, but here we are. We have a jumper, which is very exciting. It needs some cuffs on it, but I think it looks good. I'm a bit worried it might be too small, but also I think they always look very small before you put like the cuffs and the waistband on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin the cuffs on. What worked this morning when I was really tired was pinning stuff really slowly and just sitting and pinning it, and then when I felt up to it, which was very enjoyable, putting it through the machine quickly and, you know, doing that bit which is fast, but it's just sort of being very slow and gentle with the pinning, making sure I don't stretch the jersey. I'm a little frustrated in terms of seam finishing because ideally I'd be overlocking each of these seams afterwards and cutting them down and reducing bulk and everything, but I just, yeah, I'm having such issues with my overlocker that I kind of don't want to. I just don't want to ruin it. I'm so worried about ruining it. And realistically, I can go through afterwards. It won't be super neat, but I can do it. I can go through afterwards and, well, to be fair, it won't be hideously unneat either. It's just a case of, what I'll probably do is leave a couple of loose stitches so I can just pull the side seam off there, and then I can do at least the whole run of the side seam, because I think that's the one I really need to do. And then I can also go around and do the armhole and stuff if I'm feeling, you know, if it's working. Otherwise I'll just trim it down and over edge stitch it. That's also an option. But I think what I want to focus on now is just finishing it neatly and making the actual garment look really good, making something he's gonna love, and then we can be very, very careful with finishing, etc. But I'm excited. This fabric's so cozy as well. So I'm going to pin these cuffs on. I'll time lapse that. I'm so snug, like I'm pyjamas, 3 layers of jumper, like I'm really quite cold. But I'm okay. I'm okay. We're going to get another cup of tea in a minute and go to work. But let's pin this stuff and then we'll probably sew it in my lunch break. So here we are at the end of the last one. You'll notice I'm a lot better than last time you saw me. It is a week later. Adam has now had his birthday present and I can show it to you. I didn't really want to show it to you guys finished before he'd had it, so here we go. Here it is. I did a little embroidered label here with his name on it, and then here is the jumper. So it's a little bit wiggly at the front, but I think, you know, it is what it is really, but he really likes it. It fits him. The only thing I would say is the sleeves are a little short on him. So if I was making it again, I'd probably add like a couple of inches to the sleeve. But I made the 14, I think. It's a unisex pattern, so they've done it in like women's sizing. I don't know why. But it's a unisex pattern. Maybe that's easier, I don't know. I don't make pattern sizing. So here it is. It's navy. He really likes it. I've put a photo of him wearing it up. He consented to that, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, he really likes it. I'm very chuffed with my top stitching on the neckline, and I really like the cuffs. I think, yeah, in future I'd probably make these about that much longer, and I'd add about an inch to the sleeve and an inch to the cuff, just to make it, you know, a little bit better for his size, because he is larger than me, but it would be perfect for me. But yeah, he really liked it, and I'm so glad. I would definitely recommend this pattern. I'm probably going to make a couple. I think I'm going to make one for my dad for Christmas, because it was so quick and I wouldn't have to vlog it, obviously, because that always slows things down. When I'm thinking about any presents I do make, I need to kind of take out the vlogging time and think, if I was just doing it, how quick. And I could probably do this in an hour, maybe 2, probably 1. So yeah, I definitely recommend the pattern. It's really easy, really simple, and I'm a big fan of her instructions, and yeah, definitely, it's my first Helen's Closet pattern. Actually no, I made the Luna tank, but you don't really need instructions for that, so this is probably my first proper experience with Helen's Closet patterns, and I'm impressed. It's good. Yeah, no, definitely see why they're popular, and I'll probably make a couple more in future, I would think. There's some leggings from her that I really want to try. So thank you all so much for watching the Saturday sews. If you enjoyed this, let me know. If you'd like me to keep them going in November, let me know in the comments below. I've enjoyed them, but as November is also going to be basically tailoring for the whole month, I don't know if you'd prefer just those and then some chatty vlogs in between, or if you'd still like the quick projects to keep going. I don't know, are they useful? Let me know. I'm always super interested. This is my 4th one and I've really enjoyed them, but I want to know if you guys have as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe if you want to hear more from me, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.